So first of all, make sure you have this package installed. It's going to be in the description. And in order for us to create a translation for a file, we're going to run this command. It's going to be PHP. It's going to be PHP artisan. And we're going to say translate :file. And first flag would be language flag. I'm going to specify Spanish for now, and then we're going to specify the input path, which is going to be in our case just welcome.blade.php, which is pretty much a boilerplate for Laravel projects. The last one is going to be the output one, which I don't really have right now, but it's going to create it automatically. So it's going to be a language, and make sure you're specifying the language code, which basically your language. So if your file is in English, you're specifying English. If it's French, you're specifying French code, which is going to be probably FR. I'm not sure. So, but just make sure you don't mess up this part, because if you're going to specify the language that you want to translate it to, it's not going to work out. You're going to get just one directory output, which is not going to be right. So, and I'm going to call it welcome.php and run this command and see what happens. So first of all, we've got a new file, which basically doesn't have any Blade directory. And this is a kind of downfall of this whole thing, that this translation doesn't have the Blade directives, so you have to manually add them back. I'm not going to do it right now, but at the end of the video I will show you a way to make it really fast and preserve your Blade directives. But for the purpose of a quick review, I'm just going to paste this code in and basically make pretty much everything quick. So we've got a new directory here. It's going to have our English file. It didn't translate English, it just took it from your file, so don't worry about it. It's your basically text here. And you might wonder why we use this old syntax in here, and it's due to the fact that if you're going to have a double quote or a single quote in your text, it's going to mess up the whole structure, which we don't want to happen. And in our language directory, we also have our Spanish, and as you can see, it translated everything just perfectly. So let's close these two, and the last thing I want to do, I want to go to the config, to our app, and I want to change this on Spanish. But first of all, I want to create a new terminal, which is going to run our application. That is going to be PHP artisan serve. Let's press enter, and okay, as you can see, yeah, I practiced before, that's why I was in Spanish. So as you can see, everything is on English right now, so we shouldn't see this, and we see it because all of the Blade directives are gone. But again, at the end of the video, I'll show you how to do that. So let's go back in here in our app.php, and let's switch it on Spanish. So let's comment this line of code, and let's say that it's going to be Español right now. So let's save it, and 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, even Google says it's Spanish right now. So as you can see, it worked out, but yep, there are some certain elements that you would have to fix, such as spaces, because package automatically removes the white spaces. And as you can see, we have our Blade directives here, so it doesn't even show the version or anything like that. Now I'm going to show you the way that you should probably use in order to make your make the translation of files pretty quick for yourselves, right? So first of all, let's delete the translated file that was generated, and let's also delete the language directory that was also generated. Let's clear our terminal, and here's what I'm going to show you right now. So let's go back to the command that we just had, and now add a flag, which is going to be force flag. Basically what this does, excuse me, is that it takes this file and it replaces all the texts inside this file, and it preserves the Blade directives only in one case, if we have them commented. So what you're going to do, you're going to copy this file, paste. Actually, I did not copy the file. So you go here in the Explorer and you copy the file. You've got this file, and what you do, you just you take this add symbol, you press F2, so you have all of them selected, and you press Command or Control, whichever operating system you have, and you press Command and then slash, and all of them are commented right now. The different thing I want to command is this HTML. Actually, I put emphasis in the wrong place. Comment, not command. So, and we're gonna delete this thing in here so that we don't get any extra errors. And the last thing I want to change here is this thing, which is going to go into our text. So I want to comment it as well. And now I will take the whole thing in here, paste it in here. I will save this file. I will delete the file we've just created. And yes, I want to move it into trash. And I'm going to run this force command and see what happens. Now, as you can see, we have text here. Let me scroll up a little bit and see what happens. Boom. We've got our translated file. Our blade directives are preserved, and what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to delete these comments just like this. I'm going to take this one too, again F2, and then delete, and you see that's pretty much it. So I mean, we got it right. So actually, I wonder why we have this HTML. Oh yeah, here. So I just wondered where it came from. So just remove the extra HTML we've just created before. So now comment those lines that were commented, commented by default, and also this, I feel like this thing didn't get back. But whatever's happening with Tailwind in here. So, and let's, yeah, it's uncommented too. So let's save the file. Let's go back in here. Yeah, it's Spanish, and see what happens right now. We don't have any version, but if I'm going to reload this file, see this disappears since we're not registered or logged in, and we get our version back. So let me reload it, and as you can see, the version is back. It is still Spanish. We don't have this thing here because we saved all of the blade directives and we translated file so easily. That is just the beauty of this package. Now, if you want to support this project, there's only one way I think you can do that is treat this book, and that would be greatest support that I can get from you. And well, whether you read it or not is your choice, and I do respect it.